I ran for governor in 2018 to change our story. I ran for governor in 2022 to keep telling our story. And I am running for governor in 2026 to protect our story.
That is Governor J.B. Pritzker. As we told you earlier this week, he is now officially running for a third term in 2026. I want to point out, Illinois does not have term limits.
And it's no secret J.B. Pritzker is considering the presidential race 2 years later. Our political reporter, Ahern, here now. So is this a soft launch for his White House plans?
Well, first of all, billionaire Pritzker, he does have plenty of money, and he is one of the richest politicians in the country, spared no expense today. The amount of cameras, lights, and audio technicians Pritzker hired for this announcement, it looked as if they were filming for a TV ad to be posted soon. And another sign of his interest in revamping his image, our NBC network crew spotted the governor walking the lakefront today at 5 a.m. We're told this was not a one-day outing, but he's been exercising more often. And that leads to questions from Republicans, of course. Will he commit to serving out the entire four-year term as governor?
I'm running for governor today because I want to be governor of Illinois. I have worked hard to get our state moving forward, and we have yet more to do.
We need a governor who is going to be fully invested, fully committed to the people of Illinois. You want to run for president? Don't run for governor for a third term.
Fueling the speculation, of course, he's been prepping perhaps for this White House run. The governor has been crisscrossing the country, speaking at various Democratic fundraisers.
All right, let's talk about the GOP side. What issues do they think that Pritzker will face? And do they have anyone that they're going to be putting up against him?
Of course, there is one declared candidate so far, DuPage County Sheriff James Mendrick, and there are always going to be critics. Republicans point to how the governor handled the COVID crisis. They say he was too heavy-handed. In their eyes, schools should have been open sooner. There's also been a state audit that found his Department of Employment Security paid out more than $5 billion in fraudulent jobless benefits. Pritzker's ability to self-fund his campaigns has led him to spend more than $350 million. That's a record. Republican State Senator Jason Plummer.
I don't think J.B. Pritzker's money deters anyone on the Republican side. I think what it does is it silences the moderate factions of the Democrat Party. There's a lot of Democrats in Springfield that are uncomfortable with J.B. Pritzker, but they're scared of his checkbook.
While there are critics, this is a blue state. Polls show so far he has a 52% favorability rating, which is high.
It's a pretty big lead right there. But he's got to pick a new lieutenant governor because his current Juliana Stratton now wants to run for Senate to replace Dick Durbin. So what are some of the names that might be percolating now?
Right. There are several names being mentioned, and we expect a decision very soon. It includes Peoria State Rep. Jehan Gordon Booth, a top aide Andy Minar, former State Rep. Christian Mitchell, Deputy Governor Grace Ho, and State Representative Eva Dina Delgado. With his plan to perhaps run for president, 1 foot in Illinois, 1 in the national scene, this lieutenant governor choice, it's going to be watched closely. Today, though, his focus is on what he plans to do if elected to a third term.
It's very important that people just be able to live a reasonable life on the salary, on the wages that they're getting. So that, I think, is what Democrats need to be focused on every single day, day in and day out.
And not just Chicago, the governor also visited Peoria, Rockford, and Springfield today.
And also with his eyes on the White House, he's been traveling across the country.
Right. I asked, where will he be in the next 2 weeks? And they said, we'll get back to you on that one. So, yes, he is a busy guy.
All right, Marianne, we always love talking to you. And if people want to hear more, Marianne joins Alex Maragos on The Takeaway to talk about Pritzker's political future. You can watch it on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast.